as I'm going. So pretty much, as I was saying, if you're not a steward of your money, and if you're not doing the right things with the type of money you're making right now, you're not making good financial moves, guess what's going to happen? God and the universe is going to humble you back. And I told you guys I'm going to be transparent tonight. It's happened to me. I went from making $1,000 in a day to making nothing in one day, to letting sometimes fear, just that shit that got to my mind because I stopped growing myself, take me backwards as opposed to moving me forward. So when you start making this type of money, and then we're going to make this type of money with the strategy I'm going to give you guys tonight, and I'm going to make sure we all hold each other accountable to the end of this year. But there's one thing I cannot do for you, and it's these type of subjects that I'm touching right now. So if you're not taking notes, and if you're not focusing on what I'm telling you right now, what I'm going to talk about as far as the game plan and the strategy is not going to matter. Because unfortunately, you're not going to get there. So you have to start focusing on these things. Your mindset, start growing that. Start plugging into Think and Grow Rich. Start going on YouTube University on mindset, on how to attract wealth. Start getting infatuated with how rich people think, how rich people act, how rich people conduct themselves, the type of things, the type of movements that they do. Like, you got to understand. I was told today in a meeting I was in earlier, that I look tired, my eyes look tired. Guys, I haven't slept more than 3 hours a day for the past freaking month. Since this year started, I haven't slept more than 3 hours, but I'm in my zone. I'm going, I'm running, and I'm not putting out too much shit out there, but I'm doing, my trade work is on point after the holidays. I've been hitting every single target I've been doing. My business has been growing every single day. I just popped a new P600, but that's just because God is seeing what I'm doing every single day, the efforts, the sacrifices I'm making every single day to get to the point. Because I told myself one thing when 2019 started, and I told myself this: 2019 will not be a freaking mediocre year. It's not going to be a mediocre year. This is the year that no matter whether my $10 million is in my bank account or not, the one thing I can know for a fact is that by the time that this year is done, by the time December 31st, 2019 hits, before the new year starts, I can look back and I can tell myself that I gave this shit everything I fucking got. Everything I got, every single inch, every single sacrifice, everything I had to do, I did it. And nothing or no one can take that shit away from me. And guess what? I sowed my seeds. At some point, the universe has got to break. At some point, God has got to give in. At some point, what I want and what I desire has to come to life. At some given point. So if you right now are not giving it your all, you can't be the person that you're sitting down praying every single day without putting the maximum effort into your skill set. You can't be the person that's sitting back, desiring and waiting for the law of attraction. And mind you, I'm talking about me because that was me. That was me a few months back. That was me last year. Waiting for the law of attractions and for things to line up and shit like that. That's not going to happen if you're not putting in the work. And by what I mean about the work, putting in the chart time, putting in the consistency, putting in the effort when the business or whatever it is that you decide to get out of this opportunity. You got to understand, there's people that are out there right now wishing that they had what we have. And you guys all have the platform to freaking become millionaires by the end of this year. And the reason why I say that is because we're dealing with a $5.3 trillion a day industry. That's how much money is made every single day in Forex. So if that type of money is available, why the hell can't we all freaking take advantage of that? And the reason why is because maybe even your mindset may be correct, but your work ethic isn't matching your mindset. And if those things aren't combined, I'm sorry to say you're capped. You see, it's capped at a certain level. You constantly got to keep growing. You constantly got to be putting in the effort. And I'm talking to my traders, and for you guys that trade and build this one, I'm talking to you too. This is honestly just a straight up Forex mindset training. Like, I want you guys, because I'm tired. I'm tired of not seeing bigger success stories already, but that starts with me. At the end of the day, I take full ownership and I take full responsibility. And this is more of an accountability call more than anything else. of you guys holding me accountable of what I'm about to do when it comes to this season of this job and for of this job, because I'm gonna take this shit as a job. I'm gonna work this shit like I'm working a job, like I'm living paycheck to paycheck to be able to get my goal. Because I promise you that $10 million will be hit. And that's going to happen based off of the efforts and what I'm doing right now. The day-to-day work, the grind. God is my witness. I'm putting in this freaking work every single day. I'm not sleeping. It's not like I don't care. I can sleep when I'm freaking rich. That's when it's going to happen. When I know that my mom doesn't have to show up to work putting double shifts almost every other day. When my father doesn't have to go to work at 6 o'clock and get home to 3 a.m. When that shit puts a rest, my mother-in-law can live fully financially free. And if any emergency or any shit was to happen in my family, I can just take care of it without anybody having to worry or go bankrupt or being one paycheck away from a financial crisis. That shit ends with me. That shit ends today. From this point moving on forward, because I'm going to give, and I'm not even going to say I'm going to give, I'm giving this shit my all. And there's still another level that I'm going to tap into. And I expect you guys to do the exact same thing, because you guys aren't born to be average. You guys aren't meant to be average. You guys wouldn't be here right now if you guys were meant to be average. The law of attraction, guess what? That shit exists. God's will, that exists. And that's happening right now with this circle that we got. But we got to hold each other accountable. We would not have crossed paths the way that we did if it wasn't a purpose behind it. If there wasn't a reason for it. We're here for a reason. I know you guys know me, you guys know Chino, you guys know each other for a freaking reason. We are men and we're destined to create greatness. But it starts up here. And it starts with you making a decision. And it starts, most importantly, with you making a sacrifice. It's not going to be easy, but I promise you, let's all go out there, freaking become millionaires. Forget about six figures. I'm going to be out. I made six figures. I know what six figures is like. Six figures is not enough. Six figures is just above middle class. Me and China made multiple six figures. Together, we combined our incomes. That ain't shit. You're still one paycheck away from shit going bad. We're here to build long-term wealth. We're here to build that financial stature where when you're no longer in this world, you've completely shifted the entire blueprint on your family tree's finances. You've broken those chains. You've broken that broke mentality. Everything changes and everything shifts with you. And that's what you guys have the opportunity to gain out of with this opportunity. So you got to take full control of this. And you got to understand, man, we're not here for no reason. It's not just purposeless that we're here. And you guys got this opportunity in your hand. So if you're not showing up every single day, and by showing up, I mean being active, being proactive, doing, I have times where I don't have time to get into a chart, but I force myself. I pull up and that's why I love our product. You see, IML that was designed to just make this a lot more simpler for you. To be able to create wealth. I don't care what nobody talks about IML. I don't care what people talk shit about that swipe trades this and that you're not a real trader. I don't give a fuck about becoming a real trader. And again, I apologize for my language, but you got to feel me when it comes to this. I came into this shit to create financial freedom for my family. I don't give a shit about what people are saying. I don't care about what Fulano's saying over there. I don't care what this person's saying over there. I don't care. Because I'm here to create financial freedom. I care. You know what I care about? Making sure the day that I can walk up to both of my parents and I tell them, listen, you don't ever have to work a day in your life again. Your bills, I'm going to set up a bank account, link them to that bank account. I'm going to make a direct deposit to that bank account every single month. That's what I care about. Where I'm living in the house of my dreams, the condo of my dreams at that, overlooking the entire city and the water. When I'm driving the Lamborghini I want to buy, and I told myself, on my next car, I will not rest until I'm not driving that Lamborghini. And yeah, it's materialistic things, but guess what? God made them, the universe made them. It's for us to go out there and enjoy that real, true lifestyle. We were born to be kings and queens. We just got programmed to live in slavery. So you got to reprogram yourself through the personal development and through your ambition and your drive and your purpose and your why to be able to get the things that you want. So you got to do a mental shift. You got to shift. You got to start focusing. The shit that doesn't matter, block that shit out of your lifestyle. As a matter of fact, I got something that I want to share with you guys right now that's going to literally help you guys attain that. I'm going to post this, and I've given this to you guys a lot of times. This actually came from one of my mentors, Ed Blunt, back when I was in WV days, that he literally showed us a 30-day structure. If you want to reprogram your mind and you want to reprogram yourself in a 30-day span to things that are going to make you grow and things that are going to lead you to greatness, follow this strategy. I hope you guys can, I'm pretty sure you guys can all see my screen right now. This is literally a template of how to live your lifestyle every single day. And yeah, I may not perfect this to the T, but I'm trying to force myself to live by this every single day till this becomes my lifestyle. I don't even care about creating it a habit. Why? Because if you look at the rich people in the world, I was actually watching the YouTube channel right now about a multi-billionaire that was looking at houses to invest in Los Angeles in the hills, where this guy literally said, I don't drink and I don't smoke. That takes a lot of freaking, but it makes sense to me now, and I'm telling you because I even made a commitment that I'm not going to take one sip of a drink or alcohol. I'm not going to celebrate anything until I don't go chairman. That's another thing, and these are sacrifices that I'm making. I'm not touching anything that's a distraction until I don't go chairman. And I want to give a shout out to my boy Claudio because he was the one that put me onto this. And success leaves clues, man. How do you think this kid just popped P600? He's inches away from doing P1000. And I know for a fact he'll get it done by the end of this month. And we're talking about there's a kid that's making that's averaging about $80 to $100 a day trading. And correct, I'm probably wrong with that. He's probably doing way beyond that. But how is somebody that just got started a couple of months ago winning in that caliber is based off of the sacrifices and of being coachable and being committed to what he wants. This kid wants to become a full-time dad. He wants to create full financial freedom for his family. And that purpose is big enough to keep him engaged. And that's why he's winning at the caliber. So shout out to you, my bro. I appreciate you because it's so crazy. Like I learned so much from you guys. No matter if like that whole concept of like the mentor and the mentee, yo, I learned more from you guys than I learned from anything else. And I appreciate you guys. That alone, and I've been on my zone. Like once I cut stuff off like that, and that's how I know the importance of sacrifice. You got to sacrifice certain things for the things that you want. As a matter of fact, I was listening to a Jim Rohn audio yesterday while I was in the gym, and I'm forcing myself to do shit I don't like. He said, do what you have to as quick as you can so you can do as you want as long as you can. That alone right there hit me. Do what you have to as quick as you can so you can do what you want to for as long as you can. That means making certain sacrifices, certain things. Yes, I get it. It's going to be tiring. I'm tired. I haven't had enough sleep this whole month. But that's fine. I'm tired. I've sacrificed time from spending with my loved one. And mind you, I'm not asking you to do that. You do to what you're able to do. But for me, I'm talking about from where I'm going. I sacrifice time from loved ones. I get it. They'll be appreciative of it once that $10 million is in the bank account. And they no longer have to work for nobody else. And they don't have to depend on nobody else. They'll be grateful then. Until then, I'm working. I'm busy. My niece is moving to Dominican Republic this Friday. And I should be there with her, but it's fine. She's going to appreciate it when she's older. And when she calls me for anything that she needs, it's a snap away. But I'm grinding and I'm working and I'm doing the necessary things that are going to get me to that type of time freedom and to be able to attain the things that we want and be able to help those that we want. But you have to make a sacrifice. This year that I'm showing you guys right now, you guys can use this. I'll post it on the chat as many times. And again, I'm going to tell you guys, but it's up to you to do what you want with it. At the end of the day, the results will show of who did what. And I get it. We all have a life. We have a life. We have things that we got to do. We have certain things that are going on. I get it. I've been there. I've done that. I've bought into those things as well myself. It's the hardest thing to break out of that. But your why and your purpose has to be way bigger than that. I have bags under my eyes from staying up late and having to wake up early, from being in the charts and looking at certain things. That's fine. Educating myself, like, to me, if it doesn't bring me growth, it doesn't make sense anymore. But that took a lot of sacrifice to get there. And now it's like, where you getting the ball rolling? But you got to create a self-discipline, even if it's 1 hour every single day that you're doing. But that 1 hour has to be consistent for the next 12 months. If you really want to see true growth and you really want to get yourself to the next level. At the end of the day, the results will show at the end of this year. You have to make a sacrifice to get to the lifestyle that you want. You have to sacrifice some time. You got to sacrifice some fun. On the weekends, I generally don't care. Like, the weekends, the market is closed. Guess what I'm doing? I'm trying to get better. I'm trying to grow as a trader. I'm trying to grow as a leader. I'm educating myself. I'm doing whatever I couldn't catch up on the weekend. I'm catching on the week. I'm catching up on it on the weekend. And I'm keeping myself busy. Another crazy. This is how you know I'm like personal development out right now. And I'm just obsessed with that shit. On my drive right now, when I got home, I was listening to that audio I gave you guys, and I posted on the WhatsApp. And Jim Rohn is talking about there's a reason why God created 6 days of working and 1 day to rest. You see, anything outside of that norm, what's going to happen is that you may fall back into the enemy's hands for him to take over your mind and take you back to the norm. You have 6 days to work, 1 day to rest. Yes, we need that 1 day to rest, but 1 day does not mean 3 days. It does not mean 4 days. It does not mean 5 days. It does not mean a week. It does not mean us drifting back to normality. It's 1 day. 1 day a week. Recalibrate yourself. Re-game plan yourself. Spend some time with your loved ones, but get right back to the course. Do not deviate from the course. And I'm talking about this because that's how I want to introduce this 90-day spreadsheet. I am tired of people not getting the results that we need to be getting. This is the time that I'm going to be purposely committed to create millionaires out of this idea. I am tired of hearing people having to go through financial struggles. I am tired of hearing people going through certain things. That ends now. And it starts with you making your first decision to do so. We got the blueprint. We got the blueprint. And it came from, it's crazy because I even take Dr. K. It was the person that really got me into trading, that really like moved me to become successful and create any type of success. Yes, I may not agree a lot with her trading style at the moment because I found my own way, but that's fine. Just because we don't agree on certain trading styles doesn't mean that I cannot reach out to her and like speak to her and like pick her brain. At the end of the day, this is a lady that's making about $10 million a year. She's making she's making every single year for the past couple of years what I want to make in general right now. And it all started with this blueprint. This lady created it. She laid it out for us. Yeah, because we probably got butthurt or we got feeling some type of way because of certain trades that we failed in doing certain things. But guess what? Losses are lessons. They're created to help you become better. They're created to sustain and adjust that emotional stamina of yours. You're supposed to lose. You can't go out there. So you know how many I've blown accounts. I don't think there's anybody that's blown more accounts in this webinar than I have. And I keep going. I'm crazy enough to keep going. Because I know when it's all said and done, that sacrifice will all be worth it. Those $10 million hitting my bank account in 2020, it's all going to be worth it. So that's why You got to control yourself. And again, it goes right back to what I'm showing you with this 30-day mental fasting and with the personally developing yourself and working on your mind. It's going to take a certain level of commitment for you to be able to get to that certain level. What do you think? Do you think that you becoming rich and you creating success is going to be easy? Like, where in the world it's going to take you some type of a commitment. It's going to take you a certain level of sacrifice. It's going to take you a certain level of consistency for you to create wealth. God is not going to just give you wealth just because you feel you deserve it or because you were created for you or you were born for it. I'm talking about my thoughts. I'm expressing my thoughts to you guys of how I've lived my life. And I've created some success to a certain extent, but I only grew to a certain cap. I grew to a certain cap, and it's like in the markets, once you hit a certain level of resistance, it respects it and it keeps bouncing back down. And that's exactly what's happened to me and what's happening to a lot of you guys as well. You got to raise that cap. You got to turn that ceiling to a floor. You got to keep going up. And it starts with developing your mind, creating your priorities, creating a game plan and a purpose to follow by every single day. If you don't do that, you're going to be stuck. Reason why you guys aren't making more money in Forex is because you haven't grown to that level yet. You haven't grown to that level and you haven't taken control of your emotional stamina. It's funny. It's funny, but I'm at a point right now where, like, even when some trades that I do lose, and mind you, some shit just happens because it happens. You have no control over it. Yo, I was in 3 trades yesterday. UJ and AUDNZD that I marked it all up and I put it all together myself. That shit was supposed to do exactly what it's supposed to do. Like, I still don't understand why that shit didn't do what it was supposed to do. That shit was marked up to the T. And shit just reversed. That's fine. Hit my stop loss. I'm cool with that. But it didn't even affect me. It was like, oh, you know what, yo, I know I did my part. I put in the time and I put in the effort to be able to determine that trade and get to the end result. Now, did it happen? That's beyond my control. Next trade. Next trade. I'm cool with that. I could take a L now and focus on the growth. You see, what happens with a lot of you guys when it comes to this trading aspect is that you take one L and that shit takes you out the game. That shit takes you backwards. That shit hurts the heart. Shit hurts your stomach. And that's why you can't move forward. And now the next trade that you're getting, you're going into it with a fear mentality. And you can't trade with fear. The moment you trade, and not even just trading, everything in life, the moment you allow space for fear in your mind, you're allowing space for the enemy to come in and take over it. And that's what's going to happen. You move to anything with faith, you're bound to lose. You move into it with faith and the right mindset, watch you succeed. And if it doesn't go right, cool, move on to the next one. The next one is going to be yours. And you constantly have to keep going in the space of growth, in the space of increase, in the space of abundance. You have to keep thinking bigger. You have to keep going. Don't let that shit take you out the game. The top traders in the industry, in the world, take L's too. The difference between them and us is that they have no emotion towards it. I don't even have emotions when I win trades. I just keep going. I just keep going. I don't care whether I win or I lose a trade. Why don't I care when I lose a trade? Because the trade did exactly what I projected it was going to do. Why? Why am I going to get excited? It did exactly what it needed to do. It was supposed to do that. Funny thing now that I'm thinking about this, I remember listening to a motivational audio on YouTube years back, and it talks about how Drake, he the way he works thing is like what he has right now, everything he's accomplished. He's like, I don't celebrate it. Why? Because this was supposed to happen. It's not what I wish, and sometimes at some point I attracted the work ethic I put into this shit. This was supposed to happen. That's why I'm where I'm at. And that's why I keep going. And that's literally what the whole philosophy of that whole video was, is that your wins and your losses, it shouldn't be an emotional difference. It's just what's supposed to happen. And you keep going to the next level, peak to peak, keep going to the next level. And that's really where it's at. Sacrifice, stay focused, Block out the noise. Fuck what anybody has to say when it comes to your trading style or about IML or whatever the hell is going on. Yo, you hold that down. You see, one thing that I've noticed about a lot of people, anybody that's ever left IML and decided to go learn from this person and that person and that person, whatever the case is, there's not one time that I've seen those people make some type of a success. Whatever type of growth they have, it literally goes right backwards. Why? Because now they're filling up their mind with a lot of the other distractions, a lot of different other techniques of this person and that person. Yo, block out the noise. Focus on you. Focus on your goal. Focus on your purpose and focus on this 90-day spreadsheet. You focus on the 90-day spreadsheet and you're going to see how you're going to be able to succeed, right? So with that being said, hopefully that was some good mindset. That was something to help you guys really just get to where I'm at right now so we can all move together as one and get to that next level. So let's talk about this trading plan, right? And I actually have it written down right here. So for you guys, step number one was this 30-day mental fast. You got to get your mind right. You got to get in shape. Like, you got to understand. Think about it when the championship team is focused on that championship game. Where are they? What level of mentality are they in? When the Golden State Warriors, Stephen Curry won their championships and they won back-to-back, and I don't even know what's happening right now because I haven't even paid attention to sports. I'm in my zone. When they're the world could collapse around them. And they're in their zone. They're focused on that trophy. They're focused on that championship. So we got to perform like a championship team right now. How are we going to win this year? How are we going to succeed? How are we going to make 7 figures and up this year? We got to run as a championship team. We got to run like the Golden State Warriors this year. And we are warriors because we're fighting against towards the lifestyle that we want. We're fighting all the distractions towards the lifestyle that we want. And we got to perform to that level. We got to get our mind right there, right? So 90 trade spreadsheet, how does it look like? Starts off with this, obviously, 90-day spreadsheet. I'm gonna send it for you guys. I think I put it up yesterday on the WhatsApp and on the Telegram as well. So this is pretty much what the 90-day spreadsheet. And I apologize. I really don't know how to use this program because I usually do this on PowerPoint, but I put it up here. And the way that it works is this, right? You're supposed to increase your account by 10%. You choose what you want. So I'm going to go 10%, right? Now, I'm going to teach you a trick on how to make this work because it started working for me and how to avoid over-leveraging yourself when it comes to these trades, right? You see, let me move this now because this thing is in the way from me. So this is pretty much the 90-day spreadsheet, right? 90-day spreadsheet is going to give you guys pretty much what it is. It's designed to help you grow your account by 10% growth off of each trade that you're getting into. Now, is it going to be over leveraging your account? More than likely, it probably will, right? But I'm going to teach you guys, if you're consistent, think about what this is going to do for you guys, right? And I'm talking about self-experience, right? It's going to keep you in track. You see, right now, you're winning some trades and you've lost some trades. Am I correct or am I wrong? It's going to happen. Goes back to the emotional stability. Focus and take control over that. If you lose a trade, so what? Go right back to where you left off and keep moving forward till you get it done. But I promise you, when you compress that time, you see what it's going to get you. So the 90-day spreadsheet, what it's supposed to do is that, let's say you start off with whatever you want. Here, oh, I guess you could change it here. You can pretty much start it with $100. You can start it with $50. You start it with $50. It grows. It changes your lot sizes that you're supposed to be trading per trade. And then as far as going for either 10 pips or you're going for 20 pips or 30 pips, whatever you want to do this by is a calculator that's set to do that. And it's going to show you it's going to compound what your account's growth is supposed to happen from the starting balance, and you growing your account 10% each trade. Now, it's obviously designed for 90 days of trading, meaning one trade a day, but the way that we work right now and with the tools that we have access to, we should be able to do this a lot sooner than later, right? So let's say you start off with $50, growing your account by 10%. By the time that you're done with that $50, your account should be at $265,000. Yeah, it may sound unrealistic for people or whatever the case is. You got to understand, I always say this shit every single day. If it's possible, if it's available, it's possible, right? Goes right back to you think raising the lid and thinking much bigger, much sooner. You got to think bigger. The reason why you don't see this possibility is because you're not thinking big enough, right? So level up your mindset, right? Now, Amos personally started off with $100, right? $100 balance, and this is what happens. And that's funny. Matter of fact, I'll jump into that later. But this is what it's gonna do: $100 balance, growing about 10% growth. At the 90th trade, your account balance should be at 500,000. By this account balance. Now, yes, you're gonna have to deal with some ridiculous lot sizes and some ridiculous amount, but you gotta understand the balances also that you're dealing with when it comes to these trades, right? So you're gonna start it off 10% growth, $100. Your first trade, you're going for 10 pips. At that point, your account balance should then go to $110. Now, this is the blueprint. You want to go for a trade. If you're going for 10 pips, you want to go for a trade that's going to at least give you 30 pips. So if a trade is not going to at least give you 30 pips, don't go for it. Your only goal is to collect 10 pips. Now, this is also going to help you control your greediness. Yes, because you can become greedy. Trading can make you very greedy. And when you become greedy is when you lose money and you blow accounts. Only reason why I've ever blown an account and I've lost money is because me being greedy. Right? Not doing things or over leveraging when doing too many trades at a certain amount of time. I'm going to teach you also a resolution for that as well. Right? So when it comes to this trade, $100, 10 pips, and a 30 pip trade, meaning that if you're going to jump into a swipe trade, make sure that swipe trade, the first take profit is probably 30 pips. So that low bonding, if you get a certain 10% off of that, you at least get 10 pips out of it. If the trade can go completely wrong, you at least catch 10 pips and you're in and out of that trade very quickly. Right? Let me see. I have some questions looking on the chat. Let me see. Where's this chat? Oh. I don't know. I can't see the chat for some reason.
Is there any way you could post a 30-day mental detox in the WhatsApp?
Yeah, everything is going to be posted in the WhatsApp. So you guys are going to have access to it all.
All right, thank you.
Chat is not coming up. Oh, it's right here. That's why. Why is it coming up over there? All right, cool. All right, perfect. My fault, guys. I just wanted to see. Okay, cool. All right, so I was just answering to some of the questions. So going back to a 90-day spreadsheet, you pretty much follow. It's very self-explanatory. 10 pips, get on the trade. These are the rules, and write this down. You're getting into trades, right, that are minimum going to give you 30 pips, but you're only taking 10 pips out of it. That is the rule towards it, right? You're going to get on that trade for 10 pips. That's all you're going to take out of it, and that's going to grow your account by 10%. By the time that we're done with this, your balance should be over 500,000. Now, as Jazz emphasized on this yesterday, I don't know about triple trading this. I don't know if I agree with that 100%, but everybody chooses what they want to do with it. Me personally, I am going to be twin trading this. So if it doesn't take me 30 trades, guess what? It'll probably take me about 45. I'd rather twin trade. I feel more safe and more secure twin trading this than triple trading it. It's my preference. You guys do as you please, right? But I'll be twin trading this on the exact same trade that I know that's going to give me 30 pips. I'm going to jump into it twice for 10 pips each trade. Take my profits, and I'm out. Once I'm done, we're good from there. Now, I will not jump into another trade until that twin trade hits take profit. You have no business getting into any other trades until it doesn't hit take profit.
So we want to trade that can potentially get up to 30 pips, but have a 10 pip minimum?
Yes. No.
Okay.
So, well, you're going for 10 pips on a trade that minimum is giving you 30 pips.
Okay.
So a trade that gives you minimum 30 pips, you're only taking 10 pips out of it.
Okay.
And you're twin trading it. Now, you're going to do that all the way down till you're done with the 90 trades. Now, when you do a twin trade, so you'll cross off 1 and 2. If both of your trades hit take profit, same thing, 1 and 2. And you're going to do just that.
Okay.
Now, second rule of it. Give me a second. All right. Whatever balance you guys are starting off with, I recommend, let's say if you're starting off with $100, have at least anywhere between $300 to $500 in that account. But trade it as if you only have $100. Does that make sense? Why? So you have some space to breathe, especially if you're going to be twin trading it. That's the number one thing. Another thing, you might have to change your leverage. I just thought about that right now on your broker. If your broker is at, I believe if your broker allows you to have 1/400 or 1/500, I suggest that you change it to that in order to be able to do this. Otherwise, your broker won't allow you to. And if you guys don't know how to do that, reach out to me directly. I'll probably make a video on it so I can post it so I can teach you guys how to do it as well. That's going to be the number one thing. But why do you want to do it? If you're going to be trading off a $100 account, if you're going to think about it, all right, if you can only afford to put $100 in the broker, then guess what? Do this probably off of a $20 balance. And then you grow yourself there. Or a $25 balance. And then you grow it from there. At the end of the day, $25 following the structure, still $100,000. By growing your account by 10%. But at least you have $100 there to back you up in case a trade does go negative. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Cool. So that's the number one. That's the next rule. Make sure you at least have, I would say triple of what you have, what you want to really start trading with. So if you have a $300 account, trade this as if you only have $100. And this is something that I practiced before and it worked for me super effectively. Okay, perfect. All right, so does everybody follow me with this so far?
Can you repeat the leverage part? You said to change it to 400 or 500?
400 to 500, depending on what your broker allows you to. What's the cap that your broker has? I wouldn't do anything more than 500. For example, I know Hugo's way. What happened?
That's regardless of how much money you get in the account?
Yeah. It's just to give you space. I know Hugo, sorry about that. Hugo's way allows you up to 500 and what's this other name? FinPro that now transitional to CoinEx allows you up to 400. So that's the goal when it comes to that. Make sure you get it to there. Now, let's say, right, we're building it, we're compounding the account. You get to trade number 30, right? You have $436 to say on this $25 account, right? And you take a L, right? You take a loss. And let's say it sets you back to day number 20, as an example. Guess what? What the heck did I just do? Then you just continue, you pick up from wherever you left off or whatever that balance was, and you keep moving forward. At the end of the day, having a structure like this and having a vision and an end goal is a lot more secure, more accurate than you not having any vision towards what you're trading. You see, I bet you if I ask you guys, how much money do you want to make by a certain amount of day? Some of you guys don't even know the answer to that. And if you do, good for you. I didn't. I found myself trading without a true purpose, without a true money goal. Like, yes, I'm going to make $10 million, but what's going to be the strategy that's going to get me to that? And that's one of the biggest mistakes that a lot of traders do. They're trading, yeah, I want to catch 30 pips, 40 pips, 50 pips. All right, cool. You can do that, but that's not going to be consistent. You know, if you follow a plan, you can get to that plan every single day. And that's what has separated Dr. K and Dr. K. You got to understand, Dr. K has created a bunch of millionaires. Last person I heard of was a kid that's like 20-something years old, grew $1,500 to $30 million in a year. Off of just doing that. So all these big success stories, what they've been able to do is just because they have a structure, they have a money goal that they follow, and that's what allows them to do that. And I believe that the reason why we haven't attained those major levels of income is because we don't have a money goal. We don't have a direction. We don't have what's the strategy that we're gonna do to get us there? What's the plan to action to get us there? Yeah, I want to become a successful trader. I want to catch this amount of pips and I want to make $10,000 in a day. Cool. What are you going to do to get you there? What's going to get you there? It's this. This was the cherry on the top that we were all missing, direction. And it's funny, I pretty much, for a while, I threw this to the back burner, and it goes right back to like just the mentality or whatnot, that pretty much I started trying out a whole bunch of things, and I started plugging into like the noise here and the noise there, and it deviated me from the ultimate plan, which was this. This was the blueprint. This is what made me the type of money I was making at the beginning of. It was this. And that's really where it was at. But if we follow this, we'll create massive levels of success. Now, the most important part, how are we going to be able to identify the trades? What trades are we going to get into to be able to get to this? Now, I want you guys to keep in mind, we're all going to be holding each other accountable to make 6 or 7 figures out of this run. But at the end of the day, you still got to be independent when it comes to this, because I'm not trading this for you. You got to create your schedule on how you're going to run this every single day, how you're going to get this done, right? So you got to focus on that. But how are we going to get these trades? You see, I don't know about you guys, but I don't want to gamble with this. I want to try to use as much confirmation as possible to be able to get this shit done once and for all. Once and for all. How are we going to do this? We got the tools that are designed to help us do this, right? If you guys aren't using your tools to do this, see, I'm going to use all of my resources to get this shit done as soon as possible. I'm talking about I'm going to swipe trades. Aside from my personal trades that I do, and if I find some good opportunity, I'm going to do that. But I'm going to go to swipe trades for confirmation. I'm going to go to the harmonic scanner for confirmation. I'm going to use the bounce back for confirmation. You guys use the web analyzer, I'm going to use that for confirmation. Swipecoin. Whatever you got to do. Swipecoin, I don't know if I would really do this because Swipecoin is too volatile. And that's crypto. Crypto world is very different, right? Gold Cup. We're talking about, I just mentioned 7 different products that are designed to help you build this wealth. My question again to you guys, what did you get started with this for? Was it to make money and create success and generate wealth? Or what? I don't care what people say. I don't care what people do. But I'm going to use my 7 resources to make sure I freaking run through this spreadsheet as fast as possible and get the results out of it. Because at the end of the day, the people that are talking are going to shut up when they see you grow a $100 account to a $500,000 off of 90 trades. What are they going to say? No matter how you did it, you're still worth a $500,000. And guess what? Now you come back and you do it again. Let's say you go and you take some money and you put $1,000 in this time around, right? What does that do? Where does that leave us at? Now we're talking about $5 million.
Wow.
Let's say we come back and we put 10 grand into this, which is honestly my goal. This is my end all goal, to put $10,000 and do this. and I'm way past my ultimate financial goal that I have, which is $10 million. If I fall short to this, to $10 million, I'm still good. Does that make sense?
Yes.
It's the power of compounding. You see, there's a lot of people that get into this, start making some money, and I'm talking about this myself too. Right? I don't care. It goes right back to the whole freaking story of like, oh, if you were making withdrawals and this, I fell into that trap. But guess what? In Best of Both Worlds here in Miami, I had a long conversation with Jay Adams, the founder and the creator of Swipe Trades. And I asked him, what does it take to grow a six-figure account? And he says, well, for one, you got to put in a couple thousand. And this is not him not even having this blueprint, not having this strategy, right? Just talking about a traditional trader. Well, for one, you got to put anywhere between $5,000 to $10,000 in the broker, and you cannot withdraw $1 until you get to your six-figure income. So if somebody like that, we're talking about as a person who's made, he told me he made, that previous week he had a day that he made $70,000 in one day. So when I'm hearing from the people that actually got the results, nothing that the other little people are saying matter. Stay focused, stay in your lane, stay consistent, apply the strategy, apply the discipline, stay the course, block out the noise. You see how your year would end with this. And that's really where it's at when it comes to this. Use your tools. Harmonic scanning, yo, I am going to abuse that shit, especially with the strategy that I've taught you guys. And for you guys that I haven't taught that strategy to, I'll probably get into a webinar tomorrow night because I've gone over the time that I really wanted to do this for. There's supposed to be a quick webinar. But I'll get on another webinar tomorrow to go over the harmonic scanning strategy with you guys. For you guys that you guys can apply it. I'll be doing that at the same time. I'll get on at 7 o'clock. So that way we can all get on and we all can take advantage of it. Just so you guys can start applying it. Just that strategy alone. Just that tool alone. Using it with the strategy that I'm teaching you, you can catch 10 pips. Consistently. A trader got in that I posted yesterday on the webinar off of the harmonic scanner. Within like 20 minutes, I hit 10 pips.
Nice.
So guess what? Now it gives me space to get into the next trade. Right? Talking about the harmonic scanner. Anytime you guys are going to get on a trade of the harmonic scanner, make sure you post it on the chat. Let's hold each other accountable as well. I started it yesterday. I'm going to do it again tonight. I'm going to find a trade. If I find a good trade, I put it up I put a picture of it on the chat so people can go check it for themselves, log into the back office and check it out for themselves. Let's hold each other accountable and get this done together. Let's build wealth as a team and as a unit. And get
as family.
So that's pretty much it. Use your tools, man. Like you don't even have to sacrifice it. You're trying to do it on your own. If you're good and you understand it, great. But right now we're trying to make money. We're trying to build wealth. To become a full-blown trader where you pick your own trades and all of that, that's going to take you 2 to 3 years minimum. Where you have consistent wins. I don't know about you guys. I don't have time for that. I want to build wealth. I'll get to that essentially. Right? Use your tools to help you produce income. Leverage your tools to help you produce income. I love Swipe Trades because when I'm out and about or I'm building my business, Swipe Trades comes through clutch. Now, I'll give you guys a heads up. When it comes to Swipe Trades, me personally, there's only 3 people I believe in the Swipe Trades. Jay Adams Investments, which is the creator of it. Wealthy Pigs, which is my boy Gustavo, and Starboy, Justin Saini. This guy makes about $100,000 a month trading. So literally a 21-year-old kid. These are the type of people that I follow to see their Swipe Trades. And there's another couple of sharpshooters as well. Sometimes I get into theirs. What's the last thing? That's pretty much it. Another thing that you guys can do, if you feel, and this is for the people that aren't as risky, right? and you probably don't feel like you want to do 10%, you can actually change the percentage. At the end of the day, the goal is to make money in this, right? Let's say you take this 10% and you do it maybe 7 or 8%, right? Maybe you scale it down. And you're starting with $100. Let's say an example, you're trading with $100. At the end of the day, 8% is still at 6 figures.
Yeah, I took him off. They're not even ready.
Look at his eyes, yo. So if you're at $100 and in 90 trades off of doing 8%, you grow it to 6 figures in 90 trades. Not even, we're talking about in 45 trades. What do you think that's going to do? Like, we're literally talking about, like, we're talking about $100,000 out of $100, man. Come on. Where can you do that? Where else can you do that? What profession can you do that? Sit down and wait. We got it. We were blessed with the opportunity of trading Forex. There's people that don't have access to this. You do.
That was with 8% or 7%?
Those were 8%.
Okay.
I know some people that rather do it with a smaller amount to be less riskier. At the end of the day, it's your money. You trade what you're willing to risk. You can adjust it. Here, you just type it, you change it, the daily percentage growth, you change it there. But the most important rule, a trade that minimum gives you 30 pips, you're only going for 10.
Okay.
That's the most important thing about it. Was this clear for you guys?
Very.
Definitely.
And use your tools, guys. I'm personally going to be a fanatic. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this by using the tools to prove a point. Simple as that. These trades, I'm only going to do them by using the tools. I'm only going to use the harmonic scan and swipe trades, gold cup, or bounce back. 10 pips, that's all I need. And we're talking about you're getting these trades from master traders. Why sacrifice your money with your own self when you can use the resources you have and the expertise of the resources that you have to build wealth? And that's where I'm at. That's really where I'm at. I'm even using this to be able to build my network marketing business too. Why? Because I have a blueprint now. Yo, we're getting started. This is what we're doing. This is what we're building. Off of 90 trades, this is the goal. We have these tools that are going to help you generate this type of income. Simple. Simple conversations. That's where it's at. You guys haven't waived your monthly subscription yet? Simple conversation. Use this. You can show them the blueprint. That's really where it's at. So with that being said, guys, on my behalf, on my side, I hope I was able to give you some type of a value tonight, man. I'm really passionate about this. I'm really excited because I know what this year is going to give us.
Right.
And I know we're going to have a bunch of millionaire stories out of this. And I can't wait to hear them all. I really can't.
Thank you so much.
I'm excited about it. Any questions that you guys have, for real, feel free to ask me. This is your time to ask me questions.
I feel like you touched bases on everything, man. That was dope. You know, this is a game where it's 10% trading and like 90% mindset. Because at the end of the day, we're only plugging in some numbers. If we use the harmonic scanners, we copy and paste. And you literally just have to have the patience to let the trade run through. So, dude, you killed it, bro. You said everything that was necessary.
Yes.
I'm glad I was able to give you guys value. Matter of fact, bro, my boy's matching me today. I see you.
Facts, you hear me?
I see you. Key thing. I recommend you guys all get yourself a trading journal. Mine's in my car right now.
I got mine.
Yeah, if you can show yours, everybody keep a trading journal so you can keep track of your trades as you're going through this journey. You guys can buy it on Amazon. I'll throw a link of it too. That exact same one is the one I have. Open it up real quick. And that's what it shows. It literally helps you keep track of the trades that you're trading. When did you trade in what session? How many pips? So was your take profit? All of that. And you keep a trading journal of each trade that you did.
Facts. It's helped me a lot, honestly.
Document your work. And that's literally the last piece of it. I'll put the link. I'm gonna put the link on the WhatsApp to the 30-day mental fast, so you can develop your mindset. Any books, guys, that you guys, if you guys want any recommendation of books, let me know. You're like, I have a library, like for real. Like I read that shit. Like I really. And then if you go on my phone, like I tend to listen to music and stuff like that. Really, only when I'm in the charts, or very seldomly. But right now, I'm in the zone where.
I've been listening to Trading for a Living by Alexander Elder.
So look, well, I don't know if you guys can see it. Boom. Oh. Wait. Damn.
This audio program is presented by Audible.com.
Yo, Wes, I'm gonna send you something right now.
I have a whole bunch. I have a list. I don't know if you got. All right. So look, I have a list of audiobooks that I buy. Like I invest into myself. All of these things are things that I'm investing into myself. These are all books that I'm investing into myself, and that's what I do. Like, that's dope too. That's dope too. But what I'm talking about, investing into yourself, though, like even plugging into those books, it depends on what you want to do. You want to right now master the art of trading, or you want to make money. Like those things for me are cool. I have all those books. But for me, I need shit that's going to help me think right. That's going to keep me in discipline. That's going to keep me in check with the right mentality so I can attract the right amount of money that I want to make. I want to make $10 million. I will make $10 million. But that's only going to happen with what I have here. So I need wealth-building books. I need wealth-building audios. All of those books are great. Study them. They're going to help you out a lot. But I need stuff that's going to help me think bigger, much faster. And that's really where it's at. That's what I got for you guys. I don't know if you guys have any questions or anything else I can help you guys with. Again, like I need you guys to be more interactive too, like in the chats and everything else. Like let's create a freaking massive level of culture. Post your trades that you're jumping into, no matter whether they're wins or losses. If they're losses, cool. Let's figure out why that happened, and let's help you have an understanding of why that occurred. If you're jumping into a trade on the harmonic scanner that you saw, or on the bounce back, or the gold cup, or swipe coin, any of those trades, let us know. Be like, yo, I'm jumping into this trade, just got it from this and that. If you're on the harmonic scanner, take a snapshot of it, throw it on the chart. Something like that. And the reason why I say that, it's not even for nothing else other for you to hold yourself accountable to make sure that you're doing your job of what it's going to take to develop the wealth that you want. Not mine. I'm going to get mine by any means. It's just to hold you accountable. That's really where it's at. So I'm going to post everything on the WhatsApp. Alexandra, if China hasn't added you to the WhatsApp, shoot me a text message so I can add you to it. I know you recently just got started. But that's pretty much it. Tomorrow I will be doing a harmonic scanner training at 7 p.m. Make sure you're on. Don't be late. I'll post the chart the post up on the chart. I mean on the chat. So I got to do it at 7 because I have the opportunity webinar at 9 p.m. All right, so that's pretty much it, guys.
Again, a quick question. What is the difference between the WhatsApp chat and the Telegram traders?
Okay, so the Telegram trader is obviously the bigger community. The WhatsApp is more like my intimate group. That's really where it's at. And like if I know I want to post something where I know the Telegram can sometimes get like too overwhelming, the WhatsApp, you'll be able to catch it a lot faster. And it's a different alert, like it's separate. So if I really need you guys to tune into something, I send it to you guys on WhatsApp. So maybe like you have 100 alerts on Telegram, but if you got one on WhatsApp, you'll see it sooner. That's truthfully my purpose for it. And that's pretty much it, guys. Any other questions? Nope. All right, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and put an end to this webinar. It's been amazing and a pleasure helping you guys out and just pretty much creating this accountability with you guys all. Again, reach out to me if you guys have any questions.
Thank you.
You're welcome, guys. I'll catch you guys later. Let's make some money. Let's become millionaires this year.
Thank you, Wes. Thank you.
Let's
Thank
do
you.
it. Let's have a goal. Lastly,
Let's
if
do
you
it.
have a vision board, make sure you create a vision board. You're going to need that.
Thanks.